I gave my brother my old car after he refused to invite my wife to his graduation. My brother Lucas has always been one of those people who thinks conflict is something you avoid by pretending it doesn't exist. When things get uncomfortable, he just quietly cuts people out instead of talking. Growing up, that usually meant I was the one smoothing things over, making excuses for him, or stepping aside so he wouldn't have to deal with awkward feelings. When I married my wife Erin, that habit didn't magically disappear. Erin and Lucas never really clicked. She's outspoken, sarcastic, and not afraid to call things out. While Lucas prefers polite silence even when something's wrong, they were never hostile, just distant. Still, Erin always made an effort. She remembered his birthdays, came to family dinners, asked about his classes. Lucas was cordial but never warm. Fast forward to last spring. Lucas was graduating from college and sent out invitations for a small ceremony and dinner afterward. When the envelope arrived, it was addressed to me only. No and guest, no Erin's name. I assumed it was a mistake. We'd been married 3 years at that point. I texted Lucas, casually at first. Hey, just checking. Erin's invited too, right? It took him hours to respond. When he finally did, the message made my stomach drop. He said the event was very personal and he didn't want anyone there who made him feel judged or uncomfortable. He said Erin had made comments in the past that made him feel small, and he didn't want that energy on his big day. I asked what comments. He couldn't give specifics, just said it was a vibe. Erin read the text over my shoulder and went quiet. She didn't get defensive. She didn't argue. She just said, if he doesn't want me there, that's his choice, but you shouldn't go without me. The problem was, a year earlier, I'd helped Lucas in a huge way. He'd wrecked his car during finals week, totaled it completely. He didn't have savings, his credit was bad, and he needed transportation for his internship. I had just bought a new car and still had my old one sitting in the driveway. I transferred the title to him outright. No payment, no contract, just family helping family. That car was the reason he made it to class, to work, to everything. And now, apparently, my wife wasn't welcome to watch him walk across the stage. I called Lucas and tried to talk it through. He doubled down, said it was his moment, his boundary, and I should respect it. He said Erin could sit this one out to keep things peaceful. That's when something clicked for me. Peace, to him, meant excluding my wife rather than having an honest conversation. I told him I wouldn't be attending if Erin wasn't invited. He sounded shocked, like he genuinely thought I'd just go along with it. Then he got upset, saying I was making his graduation about myself. I told him I'd respect his decision, and I needed him to respect mine too. The next day, I drove to his apartment and picked up the spare key he still had for my old car. I didn't make a scene. I didn't yell. I just told him I needed the car back. He stared at me like I was joking. I reminded him the title transfer hadn't been finalized yet, and the insurance was still in my name. He accused me of punishing him. I told him I was setting boundaries. I sold the car that weekend, used the money to book a short anniversary trip with Erin instead of going to the graduation dinner. We spent 3 days at a quiet lake cabin with no phones and no family drama. Lucas didn't talk to me for months. When he finally did, it wasn't about the car. It was about how lonely graduation had felt without me there. I told him I'd felt the same way being asked to celebrate something important while pretending my wife didn't exist. We're slowly rebuilding now, but things are different. I don't rush to fix things for him anymore. I don't bend to keep things comfortable at my own expense. And Erin, she never asked me to choose. I just finally did.